There's no doubt that structured athletic practice time plays an important role in a young athlete's development. But what's the best age to start, and at what cost?
It's a really complex question, so the evidence isn't clear either way. And the reason it's complex is because there are many different paths to the top. So if you start from the point of saying that you want to produce the next Tiger Woods or the next Roger Federer, you look at Tiger Woods and you can say, well, Tiger proves that you have to start at the age of 4 or 5 and you have to only play golf. Or Roger shows you that you can delay it and you can make your commitment at the age of 15, 16. So for every rule that people come up with, there's an exception. The evidence seems to suggest that the best chances of success come from delaying the commitment as long as possible. And that's probably because the earlier you commit, the more likely you are to make mistakes and to burn out. And by mistakes, I mean you pick the wrong sport, because success in sport is determined by what you have genetically, physiologically, in addition to hard work. And if you don't wait, the chances of getting that wrong are quite high.
Overuse injuries are among the biggest risks for young athletes who play only one sport. Training and working the same muscles and joints year-round allows no time for the child's body to rest and recover, which is essential for healthy development.
I started when I was grade 1. I was 6 years old at the time, so I love rugby all my life and been playing it all my life.
Well, yeah, I tried a few sports. I tried cricket, tried water polo, didn't go too well, so I think I just stuck with rugby because that was the only thing I was decent at.
I played different sports, did some athletics, a little bit of cricket, but I think rugby was definitely the major part of what I wanted to do and what I wanted to become. It was either that or go farming, but I'm happy I chose rugby over that.
Some sports are known as early specialization sports because the age at which people peak is a lot younger. And so you look at swimming, for example, in the Olympic Games, and you see a number of athletes, particularly women, are still teenagers like Missy Franklin, and they're winning multiple gold medals. If you want to peak at the age of 16 or 17, you have to start probably before you're a teenager, because it does take time to become world class. Other sports like rugby tend to reward more mature players, which means that you can delay the point at which you do high training volumes because you still have 10 years to develop the physical ability in order to play the sport. So depending on the sport, the optimum age of performance determines the optimum age of specialization. My opinion is that if you want balance, then you need to select sports and activities that give you positive things from each one that are slightly different but complementary. So for example, do an individual sport like swimming or running or cycling, because it teaches you about discipline and training and focus for yourself, taking responsibility. Do a team sport like hockey or netball or rugby, because then you get the social interaction and the concept of playing with teammates and doing things for others. And so I think the benefit of sport is not just physical. And so your choice of what sports to combine must be dictated by what you want out of it, and that's much more than just physical.
Yeah, I think sports bring people together. I think I definitely expose my children to sport, especially rugby. I want to go watch their games on a Saturday, so I'll definitely let them play sport.
My kids, yeah, through sport I've made friends that I've had from junior school and even before junior school, and I think, and that's, to me, that's what it's about, you know, making friends, enjoying yourself, and you know, that's what it is about. That's what it is to me.
Yeah, letting my kid play sport. Yeah, definitely sport, but yeah, I'm a little bit scared of a rugby. It's a hell of a collision sport, but yeah, I think I'll push him into rugby later on in his career or in his life. But yeah, at the moment, he's only a month old, so at the moment I'm taking it easy. No rugby balls yet, but hopefully in the future, yes.
Ultimately, as a parent, the responsible thing is to keep the options open for as long as possible without shutting them down. So when you have a young rugby player at the age of 15, 16, if he loves the sport and it's his decision to play, then by all means encourage it, but don't do so at the expense of exposing him to other sports and to other extracurricular activities that are not sports. I think we put so much emphasis on sport and we say this is where the future is. Well, there's a lot more to the world than just sport, and as much as we want to encourage it, we also want to encourage other avenues as well. So I think key things are the responsibility must be the child's, not the parents, and that sometimes is subtle, sometimes it's overt. And the number two thing is, even when you commit to doing one thing well, don't drop everything else. You can't become a one-trick pony, because if it doesn't work out for you, then you've left everything else behind.
As much as we want our children to excel on the sports field, we also need to remember our role as parents, and that means no pushing, no pressure, but rather the encouragement of a lifelong love and commitment to being physically active.